It came a reminder to me yesterday when I was on Instagram actually. I was on there for about 3 minutes checking the messages because I get messages from some people. And I looked at a post and it was about money. And then I realised Christmas has just passed. You lot probably have a couple of pounds on you, a couple of dollary dues, a bit of money. So today I'd like to teach you how I'd go about spending it and how you should probably go about investing and spending. Because it's a common misconception that you should save your money for something you want. Your parents tell you save your money for something you want. Everybody probably tells you save your money. Taxes, IRA, blah blah. Some bullshit. But if you go online and you look at these people with their millionaire mansions and their Lamborghinis and their fast cars, lavish clothes and everything, they're not saving their money. So you're probably a bit confused financially. You got all this Christmas money, and if you're young, undoubtedly you should spend it. Spend all of it. But if you're older, I have advice for you. You should spend 50% like you're going to live 50 more years, and the other 50% like you're going to live 50 more days. Or in other words, split your money in half, and you spend half of it investing it, saving it something, and you spend the other half just on whatever you want now. And I'll give you an example of this. When I was younger, I wanted a phone because I tried to go on Instagram. This is the actual story, by the way. I tried to go on Instagram and use the filters on Instagram to see what will your 2021 be like. Some cringe shit, right? Some teenage cringe shit. And my phone didn't have Instagram, like the filters on it. My current one. So I used all my Christmas money, all of it. Didn't get a single dime from anyone else, didn't get any help. I spent all of my Christmas money, I think it was like £200 on a phone. It was a Samsung A20. I spent all my money on that phone. Because I wanted it. I wanted the Instagram filters. I didn't care about the price. I wanted a phone that's semi-branded Samsung, and that's going to work and it's going to allow me to use Instagram filters. So I brought it. Straight up, went into Argos, said I'll take that one, and brought it. Walked out. Which is wild, because I was 12 years old, I think. Maybe 13. No, I was 12. Just turned 12, I decided I'm going to spend all my money on a phone. And, like I said, if you're young, you should be doing the same. Maybe you can save up a little bit, work some pocket money, put it to the side, save up for something that you're actually going to enjoy and you're actually going to use, something that's actually going to be practical, helpful and useful. Obviously. But I think if you're getting older now, if you're like 20, maybe even like 17, 18, you should begin to split your money and be a bit more intellectual with it. And therefore for today's quest, I'd like to ask you to do something that's going to improve on the financial realm. I hope this video has made sense so far, first off. Second off, I appreciate you for being here and actually watching to this point, because a lot of people don't. The financial quest I'd like to give you today is networking. Find somebody online who's on the same path as you, or speak to somebody in person. Speak to your dad or something, or your mum, or your granddad, or your grandmother, because it's Christmas time, you should see your family. I'm genuinely a believer in seeing your family all year round, but it's Christmas, so you especially have zero excuse to. And I want you to speak with them, network with them. I want you to ask them some questions. Not questions like, what's tax? Questions that are going to financially improve your life. How would you go about selling me this pen? How would you go about, I don't know, investing in the stock market? How would you go about doing this and that? And like I said, if you're struggling to find anyone in real life because your family maybe don't have a lot of knowledge about this, that's absolutely fine. You have the internet. Don't just find a random fucker on the internet though, please. Because they probably could scam you or do some bad things. So what I do advise you to do is feel free to join the Discord below. We have a brotherhood inside. We have so many of our allegiance members inside who are more than happy to network with you and ask you questions. Get along. And if you really don't want to set up a Discord, that's fine. Comment below and I'll be there to answer you, but less likely so than on the Discord. On the Discord, I guarantee you get 3 answers. From me, minimum, from somebody else, and somebody else. On YouTube, depending on how old the video is, I probably won't see it. I don't see a lot of the comment notifications, you know. So if anyone's sitting there thinking, he never responds to the comments, he's such a prick, I don't see the notifications. YouTube doesn't show them to me. Discord's the place I'll probably see them. So feel free to join us there. And remember the law today, where if you're old enough to invest in stuff and actually start thinking about your financial, spending it on the shit that's going to actually improve your life, like I do, and then spending some of it on dumb shit. It's time to go 50-50. 50% like we live 50 more days, 50% like we live 50 more years. Because we don't know how long you live. Even though it's Christmas, it's a jolly time, we don't know how long you live. And before it gets any deeper than that, I made a rant earlier on today, I'm sorry. Still thinking about it, I wish I said more. Stay strong out there, brothers. We'll see you tomorrow.